Hey you guys, so I've done a curl tutorial before. However, I have a lot of people still saying I cannot curl my hair like you do in the salon. So I want to go over a couple of key points as to how I create those curls. So it's really about hand placement on the curling iron, and the way that you are rolling it and then unrolling it is such a huge part of curling. So what I want to do with this video is teach you hand placements and how to unravel and when to switch hands and where to have the barrel. It's really easy to just show you, but to be able to explain it in depth, that's my goal, to get you guys to create the same curls or something very similar as what I create in the salons for you. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm gonna clip my hair out of the way. I'm gonna do this in sections. So I do have 2 rows of extensions. So I'm gonna do the first row to start out, and then I'll show you kind of how I curl towards my face, and then as I curl more, I'll just speed up the video so that way you guys can kind of see it. But I do want to do a couple curls where you're definitely seeing the switch between this side and this side. Okay, so I'm just like feeling around to see where my row starts, and then I'm gonna pin everything up. It doesn't matter if your bangs are in or out, that's your personal preference. I don't really care. I'm so quick at it that it doesn't matter to me. So I'm just gonna take my brush through it, make sure there's no tangles or anything. Okay, so this is the barrel that I normally use. This is a 1-inch Bio-Ionic iron. I have these in the salon and I sell these to all of my customers. The majority of my clientele has extensions or long hair. So this barrel, if you can see the difference, it's just a longer barrel to where you can put more hair on it. So whatever you have, I'm sure you can work with. And if you want to purchase one of these, just let me know. So right now my heat is on 320. And because I'm going to be going a little bit slower, and it's really good to keep your heat low when you are first starting out. You do not want to burn your hair off by any means. So just take your temperature a little bit lower on your barrel. So what I'm going to do is go down about halfway on my strand, and then I'm going to start rolling up. So make sure the clamp is towards your face, and immediately after you clamp down on your hair, you're gonna grab the top and start rolling up. So I am gonna go through and just kind of smooth my strand a little bit. Now my thumb is on it, like it can move it if I want to, but it's not like leaving it on there and then going down. You're not trying to pull on your hair, you're just trying to like lightly put some of that heat on. So I'm going halfway down. Notice my clamp is towards me. I'm grabbing the top and I'm rolling back, and my other hand is adjusting. So you're gonna roll, open, pull down, roll, and then you're going to like unwind and pull down. So this one is a tiny bit curly for me, so I'm just gonna like roll my iron through it a bit to where that like takes it out a smidgen. So I'll show you another piece really quick. So I'm going like halfway down, right? And you're gonna keep the barrel like parallel. You never wanna be like this or like this. You always wanna be like parallel to your head. So I'm clamping down. I'm gonna grab the top and I'm rolling off my face. So I'm rolling, unclamping, rolling, unclamping, rolling. Now notice that I have like 2 inches out, and then I'm going to go ahead and like roll out. I think the roll part is probably the hardest, not even just wrapping it up. So unclamp, roll down, unclamp, roll back up, and then it's going like you can't go in this direction. You have to go backwards. And it just falls off. And then once you get to the end, just pull out. So that way your curl is like mid-strand, and then you have like your ends that are out, which produces that wave. This is my last curl on this side. And you can switch directions if you want, but my hair, I don't have too many issues with it clumping together. So I'm just gonna go ahead and keep going the same direction. So I'm rolling. And by grabbing that top part right there, you're just giving yourself more control. And then unwind. So as you're unwinding, you're twisting the barrel in your hand also, okay? So this guy, it definitely does some of the job for you, but you do have to spin it also. Okay, now this side is the exact same, but the opposite hand. So I'm a righty, so this is always gonna be my controller. Now I'm just gonna basically like twist my wrist the opposite direction than I am on this side. So I'm gonna have to use this top a little bit more because now I'm going like the opposite direction. And I'm unwinding the opposite direction too, so just be patient with yourself. You'll get it over time. It's really hard in the beginning. Just keep trying and keep that heat down on your iron so you don't fry your hair off. Okay. Okay, so clamp, slide, twist, open, twist, open, twist, immediately roll out and pull through. Is that one curl? Nope. Now notice how I'm like flipping that tail a little bit so it doesn't get stuck. That comes with time, but if you can manage to do it now, then go for it. Okay. Okay, so my little babies they always over curl just because they're shorter than the rest, so I just go over it a smidgen there. Okay. So notice how like my curl is right here, and that's it. I am going to take my bangs out of this. I like curling them last. It works for me. If you want to curl it with this row, by all means, go for it. So at this point, I would correct anything that looks over curled with basically going through and pretending like your iron is a flat iron. Now, because my hair is shorter here, sometimes it grabs curl a little bit high. So I will just make sure that I go through and straighten it out so I don't see any funky curls at the bottom. Okay. Now my top section, I like to do this super fast because I don't like a lot of curl in the top at all. And my hair needs extra hairspray on the top because it's really thin and fine. Okay. So I'm gonna roll through it. Make sure you're keeping your iron rolling fast. So this is like literally one curl, unravel. It's very, very minimal. I always like the top and the way I place clients' curls on the top. It's very fast. So keeping my barrel parallel, and I'm just rolling through it. Try to go a little bit slower, okay? So there's one ribbon, two ribbons, unwind, pull through. Okay. Okay. Two ribbons, pull through. Okay. So now I'm going to use a little bit of texture spray. Gives it a little something. Okay. So you guys, Don't hesitate to ask me questions, send me a message, and tag me in a photo if you recreate, okay?